Now, Apple is a renowned brand. It is one of the first trillion-dollar company, and very, very interesting fact about their logo is that originally the logo of Apple included a picture of Isaac Newton, Sir Isaac Newton, sitting beneath a tree with an apple about to fall on its head. It was designed back in 1976 and featured a phrase around the border that read, "Newton, a mind forever voyaging through strange seas of thought alone," right? So, very, very interesting and strange fact there about Apple's logo. Now, welcome to episode number 13 of Daily Tech News. We have some exciting stuff coming up for you guys, so stay tuned till the end. And if you've not already, please subscribe because it doesn't cost you anything and it really motivates us to make amazing content like this. We have a giveaway going on. Please click on the link in the description to participate. Now, without further ado, hello, awesome people. Welcome to PhoneOps. My name is Kailash. Let's get going. Now, our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, has tweeted about Indian standard of 5G, and it will be called 5GI. The test bed is also ready. So maybe in the next 1 or 2 years, we will have a wider rollout of 5G for everyone. Very, very interesting, right? We are using 5G phones now for what, 2-3 years in India, and we still don't have even a test run of 5G anywhere around the country. Next up, we have Redmi is launching Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 Plus smartphone. Now, as we know, the Qualcomm event for announcing the Gen 1 Plus of Snapdragon 8 and Snapdragon 7 Gen 1 is scheduled for the 20th of May. Following that, of course, a lot of manufacturers are going to release devices based on these two new processors, and it'll be interesting to see because the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 already has heating issues, and the Gen 1 Plus is going to be an overclocked, better build version of that. To see how that performs in smartphones will be really, really interesting. Now, Samsung has reportedly begun the mass production of its next-gen foldable flagships. Now, that should be the Z Fold 4, the Z Flip 4, and stuff like that. Very, very interesting. Now, 70% of these could be Flip series and 30% could be Fold series, because remember, the Fold series are extremely premium. They are very, very expensive, and that's the reason their sales are not that high. But yes, as they have started mass production, you can expect the launch to be there with S23 Ultra series. Apple has recently unveiled iOS 15.5. It doesn't really have a lot of major significant updates. Now, it does enable Apple Cash to customers and request money from their Apple Cash card as well. Second, the Apple Podcast app includes a new setting to limit episode store on your device and automatically delete older ones. Now, there are more than 25 security fixes. That is, a very, very obvious thing, because each and every day there are more new types of security threats coming up. So yeah, 15.5, if you have an iOS device, go ahead and update. Now, very, very interesting development going on at Samsung's end over here. Now, they're going the Google and Apple route by developing their own custom chipset for Samsung S series of devices, and these chipsets are going to go in the devices which will be released in 2025. Now, that will be very, very interesting, because you would say that Exynos series of chipsets are already there. Remember, these are mass-produced chipsets which they are okay with selling to others as well. But these chipsets, which are custom ones, will be for their S series exclusively, and their software, that is the One UI, will be optimized for this. Now, if they go this route and they optimize it well, it could call for a very, very good ecosystem. Now, the Samsung Watch5 Pro is in news once again because it is supposed to have a titanium body and sapphire glass. Now, sapphire glass is something that has been a part of extremely premium watches for a long time. Titanium is a very, very, premium and strong metal as well. But yeah, the Pro is going to be the top end model of watches by Samsung this year. Let's see how that pans out. Now, the OnePlus Nord 2T is going to be the first phone to be powered by the Dimensity 1300. And yeah, there have been several leaks, and I think by now the device is also out with a lot of big YouTubers and social media influencers. It looks to be a pretty decent device, but how it will perform in gaming, heating, and camera section remains to be seen. So, Nord 2T in the house, and yeah, very, very interesting strategy by OnePlus, because they are launching a lot of devices these days. Let me know in the comment section what do you think about so many phones being launched by OnePlus. A bunch of Xiaomi phones have recently leaked, the 12S, 12S Pro, and here's what to expect. Now, these are going to be better versions of the 12 and 12 Pro already. 120Hz refresh rate, Full HD plus resolution, a triple camera at the rear. So more or less, these will be similar devices with very, very small incremental refinements, but the processor will be a small upgrade as well because they are going to carry the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 Plus. A lot of manufacturers are gearing up to equip their phones with the Gen 1 Plus. It will be interesting to see how powerful these, chipsets are. Now, recently we heard that iPhone 15 will have a USB Type-C port. Well, AirPods are amongst other Apple products which will get USB-C as well. So there are a lot of leaks and rumors that post 2023, in the second half or post 2023, AirPods, whatever AirPods are launched at that time, they will get a USB Type-C charger, which is going to be very, very interesting. So by 2023 end or 2024, we will have an entire Apple lineup which will be running on USB-C. Now, Xiaomi 12X has been spotted on India's BIS certification. This is globally known as the Poco X4 GT. Very, very interesting naming scheme over there. And Redmi Note 11T Pro as well. It is going to have a Dimensity 8100, 4980 milliampere battery. I'm a little disappointed over here because the 11X had a Snapdragon 870 and the Dimensity 8100. I don't know how good that chip is, but yeah, let's see when it comes to India. A lot of phones are these days powered by MediaTek chipsets, and that's really, really interesting to see. Talking about Apple news, once again, the first iOS 16 public beta may be running behind schedule. As I recently mentioned that they have released 15.5 stable for everyone. The iOS 16 beta has not been released yet. Now, iOS 16 is supposed or promised to bring improved notification management, new health tracking features, and other changes. So let's see when iOS 16 beta drops. Now, very, very interesting development over here. Apple is testing e-ink covered displays for foldables. Now, Apple analyst Ming-Chi claims Cupertino is in the process of testing an e-ink display or an e-ink cover display for its foldable devices. Now, remember, we are far away from Apple even announcing their foldables because they believe in taking their own sweet time, optimizing the best out of their devices and then releasing their phones. Now, Huawei, who used to be one of the top 3 manufacturers in the world, anyways, the P50 Pro can gain 5G connectivity via a special case and an eSIM. Now that's really, really interesting. So you just have to slap on a case and a eSIM, and then you can have 5G connectivity on a 4G device. That's a very interesting development there. Now, WhatsApp has been spotted bringing ability to silently exit groups. That's really, really interesting. I mean, when you leave a WhatsApp group, the whole group knows that you've left, and then at least 1 or 2 people will message you what happened, why did you exit the group. So they are testing that particular feature and option. It will be interesting to see when that rolls out in beta. Now, Elon Musk, once again in the news, he has to say that Twitter deal at a lower price is not out of the question. In April, Elon Musk made a bid to acquire Twitter at 54.2 a share, valuing at 44 billion US dollars. And the deal has now been put on hold as Musk expressed doubt that the proportion of spam fake accounts is less than 5%. As Twitter claims. These deals cannot move forward until Twitter shows proof that sub 5% number, tweeted Musk. Okay, so the deal is yet to go through. You can't pay the same price for something that is much worse than they claim. So let's see how this pans out. Now, Realme Narzo 50 series has been launched. Dimensity 810 5G CPU, 90Hz display, 8.1mm thickness, 5000 mAh cell, 33 watt fast charger, 14,000, 15,000 and 16,000 rupees. 50 Pro with 920 Dimensity has been launched as well. That is 20,000 and 21,000. Now, talking about ROM news, there is a FlymeOS port based on the Mizu device. Android 8.5, we officially covered that. Pixel Experience official has been updated for Poco X3 Pro. OxygenOS videos for Poco X3 Pro are coming up. So stay tuned for a lot of exciting stuff and live streams coming up. Until the next one, this is Kailash signing off at PhoneOps. Keep smiling. Take care. Goodbye.